Welcome back to the Traveling Troopy. Please subscribe below so that you don't miss any of our exciting videos. We are just leaving the Tikal National Park and will continue to drive south until we reach Antigua, Guatemala. First things first, we've got to make lunch and eat it because it's been a long day walking through that giant set of ruins in Tikal. Here we go to get to the Isle of Flores. Flores is a small, colorful island in Lake Patenitza, Guatemala. It is a tourist hub and gateway to the Mayan ruins of Tikal, known for its cobblestone streets, colonial architecture, and vibrant houses. Here's a street in La Isla Flores in Guatemala. We've been walking around. It looks like this everywhere we go. It's just a quaint little city. It's very pretty. It would be fun to spend a little more time here, but we're gonna move on so that we can see bigger and better things. But very pretty, very quaint.
Lots of tourists.
A lot of tourists here. No place to park. You have to be careful of one-way roads. But there's one street down here. These pretty little buildings. And these other buildings are really pretty. Pretty. Here's another cute little street. A lot of character on this street. You know, you're in the tourist section when those little red tuk-tuks are driving around. They're just driving people around to see the city. But it's pretty. Very quaint, very small. And it's cute, right, babe? It's cute.
Well, I like the city. There's, restaurants and hotels.
Yep.
Let's go right here.
We spent about an hour walking around the Island of Flores, and it was beautiful. Knowing we had bigger and better things that we wanted to go do and see, we shimmied our way onto the next part of Guatemala. All right, we're heading down the center of Guatemala. We're on a main highway. We saw a while back, it was 35 kilometers to the ferry, which we didn't even know we were going to take a ferry today. But we are clearly going on a ferry because
can't get it. There's no bridges across this river. There's no bridges
across this little river.
If there was ever going to be a time we're going to sink in all of the driving we've ever done, this may be the place. Kind of fun though. I like these little ferries. $1 to get across the river. And apparently there are no bridges, which is crazy.
The only way to get across the river.
Crazy. All that traffic is coming over these little guys.
Muchas gracias. We're on our way to find the place that we're going to sleep tonight. It's almost dark, so we're going to have to stop.
We're stuck, whether we like it or not.
Yeah, I'm sure we're fine.
Here's the city street we're turning down right here.
Here we go. Let's see how this works out. You may sense our lack of enthusiasm at where we are right now. Usually we try to find a pretty secluded place to camp. That was not the case here. But we were kind of out in the middle of nowhere, and there weren't really any hotels or cities or... So this is it. See how this goes, right?
This is an Overlander campsite.
Suggestion.
So
How was it rated? Pretty high? Was it 10 out of 10?
Probably a 10 out of 10, yes.
As we got further into this little drive, we discovered that it wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be. And we soon found ourselves on this little deserted road going out to this little place of water out here. Turned out it was a great place to camp for the night.
So this looks like a pretty nice area, beautiful lake, but we got some not our most attractive campsite, but should be quiet, not a lot of traffic, although our guys next door right here filling up water and they got their stereo going, but I'm sure they'll leave here soon enough. Look at my Sleeping Beauty. We're here on the Mexican Lake of Shining Waters.
Very good.
And people are just pulled up at 6 o'clock in the morning
In the dark.
to do their laundry.
This is the second family. The first one showed up in the dark.
6:20. The other guys came earlier this morning to pick up water. They filled up in their tuk-tuk 10 large 5-gallon jugs of water.
I will never complain about doing laundry again.
Although there was something very sexy about Shara out there in her little wet outfit.
There's nothing sexy about that.
Soaping
babe.
away.
That is hard work. That is very difficult. You gotta carry it all out here. Then you gotta hand soap everything and scrub it against that rock for hours.
Her husband's managing her pretty well, though. He's in the truck.
He's over in his
laying
truck.
down.
Well, he's washing his truck off, actually, with water from the river as well. But so as we're driving along, this seems to be a common problem. They are right in the middle of the freeway.
Come on, you guys,
They're
get
just
out of the way.
having a, as Kevin said, a big dog party. All right, we came into our next city here. I don't have any idea where we are. Today is November 1st. Saturday. So it is the beginning of Dia de los Santos here in Guatemala. This must be the market. Everybody's out for the market today. And this is the only road that we saw coming into town, so it's the main road.
This is the main road.
Yeah. People waving at us as we videotape because we stick out like a sore thumb here. We're not moving because these big trucks are coming through, and look how close they get to the car. Kevin had to scooch over.
And I'm worried about some cow pooping on me.
Oh, it's coming. Oh, look at this. If it happens, it would be a good video.
That would not be a
How
good
close is
video.
to your truck back there?
Oh, very close. Like 2 inches. Oh my goodness.
It's terrifying. Oh, we made it.
That was a tight fit.
That was rough. All the way through. But this market just goes. Look at that, it just goes all the way. There.
Bonitos terrenos, ¿verdad? Así que excelente día para cada uno de ustedes. Un gustazo poder saludarles a esta hora.
I love these mountain formations with the trees on top of them. I don't know if you call them mountains, but it's a big piece of rock jutting out of the earth, overgrown in trees.
And they're all over the place.
Yeah. See that? I love that. It's so different. Now, mind you, this is the only road to get through to the next side of the highway, which is the main road where we want to go.
Just so interesting. Coming down here. This is their Costco.
Yeah.
Come
Well,
down
this is-
and buy in bulk.
You know. With... There you go.
Voila, just like that.
That wasn't bad at all. That was an easy peasy one. And then we head straight up into the mountains again. How's the car driving going up the mountain, Kev? In
We're
second,
lucky to get out of second gear.
in second gear.
That's very
Very steep.
Steeper
Yeah.
than Little Cottonwood Canyon.
Yeah.
Well, I've really liked Central Guatemala
Yeah.
really well. I like it, you know, like many of the places, Chiapas
Yeah.
and Oaxaca. areas were very similar.
Yeah. So we got into Guatemala 2 days ago. 3 days ago? 3 days ago.
3 days ago.
We came in from Belize. We drove into the outskirts of Tikal. And then the next morning drove into Tikal and spent the morning there. And then started making our way down through central Guatemala. We were going to go to Chempe, which is some pools over limestone. It's supposed to be really pretty, but we really want to make it to the market in Chichicastenango by Sunday. And so we decided that we weren't going to be able to make both things. So we scrapped our drive to Chempe, and now we're just making our way to Chichicastenango. But you have to drive all the way through the center of Guatemala, past Guatemala City, a little bit past it, to get it. This is the first big city in 2 days worth of driving that we've hit, Coban. All day long driving. It hasn't been very many kilometers.
We're averaging about 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, but what's interesting is we probably, I mean, if we were in the States on a freeway, we probably could have made this in half a day drive, maybe a day drive, but it's literally taken us 2 days to make this drive. It's been amazing. We've seen parts of Guatemala that I didn't even know existed, and it's been beautiful, and we've enjoyed seeing the people coming and going about their daily tasks and seeing how they're living. And I don't have any research on this, but I feel like we've gone through some pretty indigenous areas, so we've really enjoyed it. But so fascinating to be driving, and it's just such a different way to move through a country compared to what we live in our everyday lives. When driving in these countries, this is a solid yellow line, which means no passing. We're going uphill.
Blind curves. And everybody's going to pass this dude.
Everybody's going to pass this guy right here. And it's pretty customary, and people coming around the curves also know that you could be doing that.
That's why you're 30 miles an hour is as fast as I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Maybe 60 kilometers.
All right, I looked it up. We drove from Tikal to here. It is 379 kilometers, which on the map says it takes 7 hours to drive, but it has taken us 2 full days to drive it. So even the average that Google Maps is giving you is less than it actually takes to drive because of the road conditions. So at home, 300 kilometers, that's 100 miles.
No, 300 is
How many is it?
180 miles.
180 miles. So yeah, it's just a few hours. Bang that out. 2 hours and you're there. Here it takes 2 days. Just very big, stark differences.
And we do not drive in the dark. It's way too dangerous.
Yeah. This morning when we woke up, within just a few miles, there was literally a hole in the middle of the freeway, and then they'd covered dirt somewhat over it, and then they planted a stick in the middle of it with some garbage hanging from it. So had you come across something like that at night in the dark, you would never see it, and you would just bottom your car out.
You'd lose your whole front axle.
Yeah. So at nighttime, I'm sure people drive, but we aren't willing to have a problem or take on that risk. We feel safer stopping the minute it starts to get dark. And it's fine. We're getting up early. It's taxing. Kevin's very tired by the end of the day. This driving is stress-filled and it's hard on you. So good to stop and just make dinner and relax and take the evening. So, believe it or not, this is Highway 7 West through central Guatemala. This is a highway.
Well, it was asphalt for a
At
while.
one point.
Now it's...
So, there's the valley down below. And And you can see in the distance over here, sorry, that's garbage, that's refuge. Just their dump. So this white thing up here, I think is water coming in or something. It's a pipe that runs all along the side of this mountain, all the way over. Whoa, very bumpy. Gotta get through that.
Jeez, oh.
Good thing you got four-wheel drive, baby.
No,
There's
you
the
can see
dump
it
right
better
there.
now.
They just throw
Dump it right off the side
Yep.
of the mountain.
Which I don't want to judge. They gotta do what they gotta do. They also just,
Not like we don't have dumps ourselves.
it's not like we don't have dumps ourselves exactly, so. But that's pretty harsh reality, you know? And then just like that, within about 10 minutes, back to asphalt.
So crazy.
Yeah, this big wall they're building here. So it just, the road system here is just not well maintained, and that is why, and very unpredictable, and that is why a 396 kilometer trip takes you 2 days to drive, because you're just driving along here at a top speed of, where we at, 40 kilometers an hour,
24 miles an hour.
which is really as fast as you want to go. You just do not want to go faster. And then you hit that road behind us, which is just, you almost need a four-wheel drive vehicle to get through.
And then you get stuck behind a semi truck or
Yeah,
whatever.
so that's just kind of the road and driving conditions as we've been making our way. But it is beautiful. I mean, it is really...
And way more interesting than driving on a freeway.
Interstate 5 in
I'd
California.
much rather drive this.
Yeah, no, it really is beautiful. We've really enjoyed the time that we've been able to take to do this. Really stunning. I mean, come on, look at that. So gorgeous. Just going across the little bridge in the middle of Guatemala. Don't mind us. One-way bridge. All the other traffic on the other side has to wait for you to get across. Look at that.
We just came all the way down to 500 meters. Now we're going to go back up
All the
to
way back
2,000
up.
meters.
We were at
Right
like
back up.
2,000 before, so driving down a big V.
Up and down, up and down. My gas mileage is shot.
It's true. Although you might be overcompensating with the slow mileage, so it might be averaged out by the time you're done.
We're hardly moving, that's for sure. And I've never used my hazards more often in my whole life. You use them all the time.
Yeah. So there's where we just came from, was all the way over there.
You can hear how fast we're going up now.
So, like we've said before, we have two maps. We have Google Maps,
And Garmin.
Garmin.
maps.
So we decided to follow Google Maps, which looks like it knows where it's going, right? Garmin Maps has now said we're driving in space. And here's the road the Google Maps said was 18 minutes faster, which at this point we doubt was faster. However,
Well, not
let's-
a lot of traffic, which is nice.
true, and let's say maybe it's not even a road, it's more of a tractor farm road going down a sheer mountain cliff. Oh gosh.
We like the road less traveled.
Taking deep breaths.
And Google Maps, 9 times out of 10, will have a more creative way to get from A to B, especially if you turn off no tolls.
This is as creative as it comes.
Yeah, this is not what I expected.
So, but by the time we figured out it was not what we expected, and as creative as it comes, we were pretty committed.
Yeah, it's not easy to turn around.
So we're just moving forward, and we're certain it's going to meet up a road. We can see on the maps where it's going to meet up a road, so we're not worried, but we're intrigued. Is that a good word for it? We're intrigued.
Yeah. What's the worst thing that could happen?
What's the worst thing that could happen? One of Kevin's famous sayings. We just stopped to take a little pee break with the horses. Look at this cute little pony right here. So, look at those cute little horsies.
We find our way, move so fast, we make it last. Chasing time, it's running past. We race the sun, no time to stray. Burning bright, we light the day. Through the fire, come what may. Keep the rhythm all the way.
The road continues to get more and more interesting, but we actually have an idea where we're going, and thank goodness there's actually a bridge that goes over, and then we go back up the other side. This is a big detour. Now you know why it's taken 3 days to get as far as we have. It's because we take roads like this, but it is beautiful, and you know, we wouldn't do it differently, just because you would never ever see this any other way than taking the wrong left-hand turn.
An adventure. We're on an adventure.
It is an adventure.
My reading glasses on.
With a reading glass.
I can't even do that. It's too bumpy. I have to just hold it.
So she just is there. But it's beautiful and it's well worth doing. I'm glad we're in a truck.
Me too. Oh my gosh.
Now
We made it across the bridge, just so you know. We're just good.
Because we're not going to make it up this hill.
Oh boy.
Oh boy is right. We just went up this bridge that is dilapidated with no sidewalls.
Oh
Only
my
takes one person.
gosh. This maybe. What's this motorcycle guy gonna do? Now we're going up. We just passed those nice people on the motorcycle, and they gave us a thumbs up, but said, be very careful going up the hill. Con mucho cuidado, she said. So, we're being very careful. There you go. Thank goodness for four-wheel drive right now.
Oh yeah, four-wheel drive low.
We would not make it otherwise. We would be in big, big trouble. But we'll be very careful. We'll go up this mountain.
I don't know if we're going to be able to make this turn.
Oh. Well, it looks like there's space to kind of go around. Just honk your horn. Oh, it's so bouncy. These guys are catching the taxi in front of us.
You should see, they are packed in there. on a very bouncy road.
Oh my gosh. I've got anxiety sitting inside the vehicle in a seatbelt on this road. These guys
He's
are
going off
just
the back of the truck.
are just straddling the back
That's nuts.
of a pickup, going downhill on a dirt road. Well, we started on this shortcut at 2 o'clock. It's now 3:30. See the road.
That may be asphalt. Look at that. Oh, it's cement. Even better.
Oh, but just teasing. Back to dirt.
Hopefully it's...
But up here, I
like
think, is going to
asphalt up
be
here.
a road,
It's about
actually.
time. Oh my gosh, that was a long drive.
It's a long, long shortcut. Right?
That was a long shortcut.
But we made it out. That was an adventure. Want to go on another one like that right now?
No. Not right now. That was...
Not right now. We're a little shaky. Not shaky. We were fine. It was an adventure. And we could have turned back at the beginning because we could tell it was going in a direction.
I would have turned back had I known it was going to be an hour and a half.
But then we were like, well, what's the worst that could happen? And then the worst that could happen was that it was an hour and a half. Right?
It's so cool.
It was so cool.
I've always wondered what's down an empty valley.
And now you know your truck can make it up and down, huh?
We can make it anywhere we need to go.
All part of the learning curve, right? So it's about 4 o'clock, close to 4 o'clock, and people are starting to head back home. Here in Guatemala, they call it Dia de los Santos instead of Dia de los Muertos, and they celebrate their ancestors. They go to the graveyards and they bring flowers and they have a picnic, and then later tonight or this afternoon they fly kites and they celebrate like who they came from, where they came from. So very fun day. Thanks again for spending your time here with us on the Traveling Troopy as we traveled from Tikal down through central Guatemala. We'll be back with our last section of this trip as we reach our Chichicastenango city and into Antigua. Please like and subscribe. Follow us in the future. We appreciate your viewership and your support.